Once the golden boy of Manchester United, now a thriving star in La Liga. Marcus Rashford's future is more complicated than ever. After being exiled by Ruben Amorim, Rashford's journey took him to Aston Villa, and now Barcelona, where his rediscovered form, confidence, and clarity. But with his loan set to expire and Barcelona still undecided on triggering his £26 million buy option, the prospect of Rashford returning to Old Trafford in the summer is suddenly very real. Wes Brown has raised concern. It's all about relationships. There are a lot of players to keep happy. In this video, we explore why Rashford left in the first place, how his return could disrupt a finely balanced Man United dressing room, and if a permanent stay at Barca is really best for everyone involved. Subscribe for more on players on the move and Man United transfer news. Like if you think Rashford deserves a second chance. Comment, should he come back to United or stay in Spain? Let's get into Chapter 1. The phrase fall from grace might sound dramatic, but in Marcus Rashford's case, it fits. Just 2 seasons ago, Rashford was United's top scorer, a local hero, and the future of the English national side's left flank. Fast forward 18 months, and he was offloaded on loan, first to Aston Villa, then to Barcelona. But what went wrong? The answer lies in one name, Ruben Amorim. Brought in with a reputation for discipline, philosophy-rich football, and tactical intensity, Amorim didn't just want players, he wanted soldiers. And despite Rashford's natural talent, things quickly turned sour. Insiders at Carrington reported friction almost immediately. Training standards not being met. Poor body language. Repeated late arrivals. A protective bubble around Rashford that clashed with Amorim's egalitarian culture. Amorim, not one to compromise, exiled Rashford from first-team action, eventually leading to him being loaned out, first reluctantly to Aston Villa, where sparks of form began to reappear, and then to Barcelona. Rashford's arrival at the Camp Nou was met with mild curiosity, and it quickly turned into full-on excitement. At Barca, he's reborn. The playing style suits him. The pressure is different, and he's been able to work under a manager who emphasizes positional freedom, unlike Amorim's rigid systems. In interviews, Rashford made it clear, "I feel valued again here. There's trust and freedom to express." The stats speak volumes: goals, assists, and consistency he hadn't shown since Erik ten Hag's early days. Barcelona holds a £26 million option to buy Rashford permanently, and has made no secret he wants to stay. But here's where the plot thickens. The financial situation at Barcelona is dire. Fair play regulations could limit activity, and despite Rashford's resurgence, the club has to decide. Is he worth £26 million right now, when they're rebuilding multiple areas? If they don't trigger the clause, Rashford returns to Manchester United. But then what? A pleasant reunion? A second chance? Eyes. According to former United defender Wes Brown, not so fast. It's all about relationships, said Brown. There's a lot of players to keep happy. If Marcus comes back, the manager has another layer of squad dynamics to worry about. And he's not wrong. In the next chapter, we get into the complexities inside the dressing room, where keeping harmony might be more important than bringing home old stars. The idea of welcoming a returning hero can be romantic in football, but in the real world? It's complicated. If Marcus Rashford returns to Old Trafford, it won't be to a blank slate. It will be into a locker room reshaped by Michael Carrick's no-nonsense leadership. A room that now revolves around Bruno Fernandes, Kobbie Mainoo, Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, all of whom have adapted to the demands post-Amorim. They commit fully to the system, to the press, to accountability. So where does Rashford fit? And more importantly, will he want to fit in again? Let's remember, his original departure was not about lack of talent. It was about discipline, relationships, and trust. Even Wes Brown admitted, if Marcus did come back, I don't think there would be a problem with anyone. But it will be about managing personalities and dressing room balance. You can't just plug Rashford back and assume harmony. Status matters. So does playing time. Who gets dropped? Garnacho? Mbeumo? Reintroducing Rashford could risk disrupting player hierarchies, bringing back unresolved tension, forcing Carrick to walk a tightrope of personalities. It's no longer about whether Rashford can return. We all know he has quality. It's about whether Carrick, or a future manager, believes it's worth the cost to the atmosphere. Internally, if he does return, it'd almost certainly need A private conversation to rebuild trust. Strict performance benchmarks in training. Clear understanding of role and expectations from day one. And that's not even touching the media circus that would explode upon his return. Every lineup would be questioned. Every quote dissected. Every drop in performance traced back to, is Rashford causing problems again? On the flip side, if it works, United get back a prime-age attacker with knowledge of the club's DNA, and a chip on his shoulder to prove he's still top tier. That storyline writes itself. But if it doesn't, well, it'll be Amorim Part 2, and no club wants to go there again. What's next for Rashford lies in Barcelona's hands. And maybe, just maybe, the best outcome for everyone involved is to respectfully part ways this summer. No drama. No headlines. Just a clean break and a changed man walking into the next chapter of his career, somewhere else. So where do we stand with Marcus Rashford? Rejuvenated at Barcelona. Still under contract at Man United. But facing an uncertain future defined by relationships, not ability. Comment Bilot? Should Rashford return to United and fight for his place? Spanish, or should Barca make it permanent and let him shine in Spain? Subscribe for all the latest transfer updates, behind-the-scenes drama, and smart football takes. Like this video if you believe every player deserves a second chance. This is TN Transfer News, where football meets reality. Until next time, stay sharp, stay passionate, and stay subscribed.